Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Listening to this album made me feel like, what in the heck am I listening to? Tekashi 6ix9ine just released a new album tonight called TattleTales. And it is
so inconsistent.
Sorry, let me first explain why it's so inconsistent. So it goes from hype to a Latina song to a West Coast feel song to a Trigga type beat song. It's like, all right, how many vibes you gonna get with this project? I found some songs very annoying, but there are some bangers on there. Now the shameful part about it, this is probably gonna do better on the charts than Big Sean's, just because, you know, 6ix9ine is like, you know, he's very trendy, but that's besides the point. Let's get to the video. The track lists are as follow. Locked Up to TUTU, GOOBA, Wait, Charlie, Trolls featuring Nicki Minaj. Charlie is featuring Smilez. Nene, Left Side, Punani, Yaya, Leah featuring Akon once again. Gata featuring Little AK, GTL, and Ava. Now, for the record, I actually never listened to 6ix9ine music, and to be quite frank with you, I was really never interested. Now, I did think he was an interesting character, to say the least, and I know more of his stuff, like, let's say, on the news and social media rather than his actual music. So I guess that's a good segue to go ahead and talk about 6ix9ine stuff. So you don't know 6ix9ine? Well, Daniel Hernandez, also known as Tekashi 6ix9ine, spelled like 6ix9ine, like replace the S and replace the N with a 6 and the 9. Yeah. But he is a 24-year-old rapper and songwriter from New York City. See, I was born May the 9th, 1996, and he was born May the 8th, 1996. So I guess I could say we got a lot in common. Yeah, let me not proudly admit that, because I don't think. Anyways, 6ix9ine makes what people may say aggressive hip hop. And if you didn't know by now, he's also a convicted felon who is known for his controversial persona, as well as extensive tattoos, colorful hair, legal issues, and public feuds with celebrities. Now, how did a guy like 6ix9ine become popular? Well, he actually became popular from his music. In 2017, his first single, Gummo, was a sleeper hit. Then shortly after that, his mixtape, Day 69, hit the Billboard Hot 100 charts in 2018. Now from there, it was only up. He released a single from his debut album, Drummer Boy, in 2018 called Fifi with Nicki Minaj as well as Murder Beats. And that song landed number 3 on the Hot 100 charts. Keep in mind, this is his first album and the first single from the album. Pretty good. Now, crazy thing, Drummer Boy had a whole lot of negative feedback. I never listened to it, but I'm gonna take this for his word. At the end of the day, it still went certified platinum. So, I guess you don't necessarily have to be good or appeal to all audiences to reach platinum. So, you can hate him all you want, but at the end of the day, this guy still went platinum for his first album. Gotta give it up to him. Now let's talk about the felonies. 2015, guilty for a use of child in sexual performance and only received a 4-year probation and 1,000 hours of community service. That's actually pretty sick. Let's keep going. 2018, he was arrested for racketeering. Wait, what is that? Okay. Along with that, he also had weapons and drug charges. 2019, guilty for 9 charges including conspiracy to commit murder and armed robbery. Then in 2020 of this year, April, he was actually put on house arrest because he was fearing getting COVID. So now he's able to finish out the rest of his term on house arrest. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. I can actually see why people actually hate him, but hey, that's none of my business. Post-prison, his first single, GOOBA, hit number 3 on the charts. And then continuing on, his second single, Trolls, hit number 1 in the charts. And here we are now, September the 4th, 2020, and now we have TattleTales. My fault, TattleTales. Wow, what a story. Now, other things include him snitching on his former gang members and all that stuff, but I'm not gonna get into it, you know, that's for another show. No, I'm really not gonna get into it because it's actually hard to confirm what is true and what's not. You know how social media kind of switch things up. I'm not gonna get into it though, so yeah. But if you want to Google, you can definitely Google it. You know, it makes you think, like, is he doing all of this stuff for publicity, or is he actually, like, you know, like really serious. I don't know. But all I know is it's working. So now, TattleTales. Look, this album is very inconsistent. Like I said earlier, it's just not something that I would listen to. It's hype, you know, it's something that I would probably have on my turn up playlist, but if I'm gonna like talk about what's the best album that's out there, this is definitely nowhere close. Here's my predictions. It's gonna land probably top 15 or 20 on the US Billboard charts just because it's 6ix9ine. I think it's gonna be probably higher than Big Sean's, even though it's not really a better album, but you know how some things work. Now, one thing I do have to admit, the production on some of these songs are pretty fire. I give it that. The production is solid, but lyricism, not really. It's very repetitive. I think his flow I don't like his aggressive style. I feel like it gets very aggressive and you don't really expect it. And I also didn't like how they remixed the Locked Up song with Akon, but you know, that's just my opinion. Let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if you think something differently. Okay, so let's go through the list. I think the best song on this album is hands down Trolls. I actually like this song. This, you know, it's catchy. You know, I like Nicki Minaj's verse. I usually don't like Nicki Minaj's recent stuff, but I think this one is pretty good. Catchy, hype. The video is very... Okay, let me not go there. You can see it for yourself. Now, the worst songs, unfortunately, it's the ones with Akon in it. I mean, Locked Up 2 and Leah, I just did not like it. I feel like, is Akon just using this as a way to like maybe stay relevant? I have no idea. Not my cup of tea. I feel like they should have kept Locked Up, you know, as is. That was my childhood. You know what I'm saying? They should have just kept it and not remixed it, but they did it anyway. So let's see what social media says. Okay, I'm gonna definitely mess up the name, so I'm just gonna say Beth. Beth says, sacrificing 6ix9ine to bring back Mac Miller. I actually agree with that one. Nah, let me not do that. I don't want to sacrifice nobody's life out here. Decca says 6ix9ine is really the best in the game right now. Now, from looking for pictures that she put in the actual post, I think it's a sarcasm. I take it as is. Okay, all right. This one is funny, all right. John said the new 6ix9ine just dropped and he used the American Dad, they just sleeping and not getting up, like a video. I thought that was hilarious. That's the best one. John, you got it for the day. All right, so here is my final ratings. Again, I wasn't a fan of this album, so my scores are gonna reflect that. For production, I thought it was solid. I gave it an 8. That's the highest one that you're gonna hear. So yeah, don't get used to the high scoring. Even though it has so many different vibes, I think that they did the vibes pretty well from a production standpoint. When it came to songwriting, very repetitive. I gave it a 4. Just wasn't a fan of any of the verses really, except for some of the verses on Troll and stuff like that. But other than that, it's not really that lyrical. Just something that's catchy and repetitive. For vocalism, there really wasn't too much singing that I enjoyed. I gave it a 4 as well. And then overall feel, like I said, I did not enjoy this album, so I gave it a 5. Maybe if I'm just, you know, turning up, I will listen to it more, but no. So my final rating for this project is a 5.25. Probably would not be listening to 6ix9ine, but who knows. Okay, so I'm gonna do something different this time. I'm gonna actually do reviews of stuff at the end of the videos. The reviews is gonna include everything that you recommend me to listen to. So it may not be a full video because it's an old album. Not necessarily old, I won't say old, but more so like not a recent album that just came out the day of. But I'm gonna do stuff like that. It can be any album from any year. I will review it, I will put it at the end of the video, and I will shout you out. So if you have something that you want me to listen to right now, definitely comment it below in the comment section and like this video, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. All right, so I have 3 songs. The first thing I'm gonna review is Flo Milli. What's her album called? There we go. It's called Ho, Why's You Here? Now, if you don't know who Flo Milli is, she is a 20-year-old artist who is signed to RCA, and she does trap and hip hop. Now, she's pretty new in the game, and she went viral on social media, specifically TikTok, for songs like Be Flo Mix, which is one of my favorite songs, and In the Party. Now, she released her first album, Ho, Why's You Here, a couple of months ago. So here I am now reviewing it, and I mean, it's alright. It ain't no 9.5, but it's not the most horrible album that I heard in my lifetime. After looking back at my scores, I was probably pretty harsh in rating it, but I have to do the first listen when I do my ratings. So it is what it is. Production, I gave it a 7. I thought the production was pretty good, but nothing too special about it. For songwriting, I gave it a 5. Again, very repetitive. For vocalism, I gave it a 5 as well. It's not really too much singing on this project. And then for the overall feel, I gave it a 6. So overall, I gave it a 5.75. Now, I expected more because I really like B flow mix. I kind of got to know it. It was kind of repetitive. It talked about the same topic. Either I don't need a man, or I don't need one man, I got two. Or I got money, I'm the But you get the point. I mean, I guess I should have expected it. It's hype, it's cool, but it's not gonna be something I listen to on a day-to-day basis. Next up, I have Dave East. Now, off the bat, the production is like pretty solid. And I was actually impressed with this album itself. Now, I never heard Dave East's music, like his own individual music. I only heard his singles, and I only heard features. But I was definitely impressed with this project. Handsome is crazy. His flow is aggressive, confident, and the production just rides with that. It's crazy. It gives me more like a southern feel, even though he's from New York City. Get the Money is also hot. And then, I mean, this album was raw. Like, I mean, if I had to put together my top 10 right now, this probably would be in my top 10. So, final rating. Production, I gave it a 9. Songwriting, I gave it an 8. Vocalism, I gave it a 7 just because of Mary J. Blige's. And overall feel, I gave it a 10. Like I said, I love this album. This is something I'm definitely gonna be listening to, and I actually added maybe 2 or 3 songs from this project to my playlist. So altogether, if you add that up, that's a final rating of 8.5. Let's continue on. Lastly, we have a independent artist named Trigga. So he actually reached out to me in my email saying to review his song, and hey man, good job. I actually enjoyed it. I think the video was very appealing as well, and I think that the song was actually pretty catchy, but also it had a pretty good, it had pretty good lyrics as well. The flow was tight, and I love the vibe that you had for it, man. I definitely look forward to listening to more of your music. And then the sass at the end, man, that's how you get to my heart. The sass did it for me. I think I'm a saxophone player, so I'm gonna be biased, obviously, but I think the sass was perfect, and you should definitely, you know, keep on keeping, man. So my final rating, I pretty much almost gave it 8 all the way throughout. Production, I gave it an 8. Songwriting, I gave it an 8. Vocalism, I gave it an 8, and overall feel, I gave it a 9. I mean, this song is probably gonna be put on my playlist, so I appreciate you for sharing, man. Good content. So all together, for the final rating, I gave it an 8.25. And there you have it. Alright y'all, thank y'all for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you think. Let me know your opinion on the album, and let me know what album I should review next. Now, if you actually go back and listen to some of these 3 other albums that I included as well, definitely comment below and see if you feel the same way. I'm curious to know your ratings. And also do this, if you made it to the end, definitely go through and make your own ratings based off my rating scale. I'm curious to see what you think about the 6ix9ine album based off y'all rating scales, and I want to compare each of the different opinions to see, alright, you know, if it's consistent. I'm also gonna announce again, look, we're making, so yeah, I'm also gonna keep announcing, we're making a film called The Pros and Cons, and it's a whodunit comedy. So, amazing project. We're planning to shoot it in December, and we're raising money right now for it. We need your help. We're currently at over $7,000, but we need about $2.2 thousand just to greenlight the project. So help us get there. Donate. The link is in my bio, and any dollar amount will help. Rather it's 10 or rather it's 1,000. And also, we're about to hit 200 subscribers, which is crazy to think about. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna do a subscriber giveaway for 200 subscribers. And what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna give away a free vinyl record of your choice. So go ahead and subscribe. I will give more details later. Well, actually, I'm gonna give it now. All you have to do is be subscribed. You have to comment on your favorite video. You have to share a video on your Instagram story or page if you want to. And then number 4, tag a friend. That can be either on Twitter, that can be on the YouTube video itself, or that can be on Facebook. I mean, whichever one you want, that's up to you, and we would track that. So Let me know. Go ahead and enter. Again, you can have your own vinyl record of your choice. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. I definitely appreciate you for watching this long. And remember, your only limitations are those in your own mind. And Stevie TV out.